guys, Girl Keita, back in another video, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. Now, before we get started, I would like to say a few words about the fact that they released R-Truth. I'm not happy about that, but R-Truth is literally a legend, and I'm grateful that he was on screen for as long as he was on screen, that he was on the roster for as long as he was on the roster, because he, for sure, lit up the screen in different situations. And honestly, I'm gonna say it right now, he made me like the Judgment Day a lot more. He made the Judgment Day, I think, connect more with the fans. So to say that he did, for certain people to say that he didn't have a place, that was an issue. That right there will be more touched on my Thursday video, because I am upset, very much upset. If you guys did not see my TikTok or my short, I addressed it a little tad bit, but I think I didn't get into it enough because it's an issue. Now, to get into the show, CM Punk opened up the show talking about how things have kind of switched a little bit, and his whole I'm only here for money, but he said he's here for the money plus other things, which we all knew, we all could see, we all could tell. Calling out The Rock and calling out John Cena is very interesting, considering the fact he has not had a run-in with either of them since he came back for real. I mean, I think he had of course he had his moment with John, but that was really short-lived. There wasn't much to tell about that other than you lost. Other than you losing at Elimination Chamber, there's not much to talk about him and John. So that right there, him giving loyalty, him saying that his loyalty is also to Sammy. He's gonna be there for Sammy. And then you hear throughout the whole night, honestly, a lot of people chanting for "We Want Truth," and it was very joyous, because it's one thing for it to just be on the internet, but for it to actually be in real life, that means that they heard, and they're going to continue to hear you guys. So continue on doing that. Continue on making your voices heard, because that is what the company is about. It's about basically doing what the fans want and what the fans really enjoy, because they're the ones buying the tickets. We're not going to be buying tickets for $500 cheap seats, you know what I'm saying, if we're not getting what we want to get. We in nosebleeds, but we're paying $2,000. Yeah, no. Y'all tell them how y'all feel. And for that to have gone on, I feel they may have muted them a little bit, the crowd, but hey, y'all keep the energy going. SmackDown do the same thing. Next Raw, y'all do the same thing. Money in the Bank, y'all do the same thing. Let's keep it a stack. Y'all continue this on at Money in the Bank. The women's Money in the Bank qualifier was Ivy Nile, Stephanie Vaquer, and your girl Liv Morgan. Now, going into this match, I feel as though it could have went either way. It could have been anybody. I'm not surprised that Stephanie Vaquer won. Congratulations to her. You win your first match on the main roster. Of course, she had a Raw match already, but it's her main roster debut. And for her to win that, good girl. Money in the Bank, though, you're not winning Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, you might win at AAA, but Money in the Bank, nah, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, sis. You came to a losing battle. The chips were stacked against you. We had ourselves a tag team match with Judgment Day against the War Raiders. Not surprising at all. They've been throwing that match around a lot, but also they're trying to get the next contenders for the tag team titles, and sadly, I can see that goes to the Judgment Day. Now, the Judgment Day won against the War Raiders thanks to Roxanne Perez. And I would have to say this about New Day. They had a good point about the Judgment Day ain't really a tag team for real, because Finn Balor was trying to get that Money in the Bank briefcase. They're not really a tag team until they desperate for some titles. They only tag teaming when they need them titles. That's all I see. I see that Roxanne is she's gonna have loyalty to the Judgment Day. I see that. But her real loyalty is gonna lie in Finn Balor. And probably vice versa, because Finn Balor is like the only one without somebody. I mean, I will say JD's kind of there, but JD, he's found like a place with Dom no matter what. Finn is more on the outskirts of everything, so I could see that being more he needed somebody to reassure his position, and Roxanne was a perfect fit. Now, Liv needs to stop fighting Roxanne, because I could totally see, I could see them, Roxanne, Raquel, and Liv actually getting along well. It's just, we can see how Roxanne is literally on Finn's side more. I feel as though Liv needs to use it to her advantage and kind of catch Finn off guard to really kick him out the Judgment Day, because there's so much shade being thrown in the Judgment Day. It's like y'all really don't like each other. All y'all don't like each other like that. All y'all don't like each other. Y'all just benefit one another. Y'all cool, because that's a fake friend group, if I'm gonna be real. Because Finn Balor, he's really already checked out of the whole, oh, one of us get it, we all get it. Nah, he don't believe that. He don't believe in that. The reason why he wanted to break it up is because he wanted to be the leader. He wanted to be the one with a title. Like, that's it. Jey Uso and Sami Zayn versus Braun. I disagree. I don't like that whole... I don't like the fact that Jey Uso is in this tag team match, and then on Saturday he's going to be in a tag team match, and then on Monday he's going to have a championship match. I don't like it. But it was a decent tag match. You know, of course it was not going to go as we all planned for it to be clean. No, it would never be clean, because Seth Rollins was in the corner ready to stomp Jey Uso, which he stomped that man's head like it was a basketball. Diabolical. Very diabolical. But at least they had CM Punk to save them. Now, he basically said Seth Rollins is not the only one that could wield a chair on June 2nd. And I respect it. I would like to say that I agree with Gunther. Gunther later on talks to Jey Uso saying, you are not selfish enough. The World Heavyweight Championship is the importance. You need to focus. That needs to be what's number one. Not your friends, not nobody else. Stop being that guy who they can always depend on. And honestly, Jey Uso has fulfilled the role of world champion in other aspects, but the selfishness, he has not. He has not been selfish enough, because that title requires a degree of selfishness, because everybody else is going to be talking about how they want your title. Sammy and CM Punk both set their eyes on that title in the opening of the show, and CM Punk literally was trying to have a match to get a briefcase to take that title off of him. So I really believe that Sami Zayn is going to be the one who may open his eyes a bit, but he needs to realize nobody is loyal to him. Jimmy may be the only one that's loyal to him, but Jimmy ain't on your team. He not on your show. Because if we gonna keep it a stack, if they decided on a random Monday night we doing Jay versus Sammy is going to jump with joy, and he's not gonna care about us being brothers, no, he's not gonna care about none of that. Jey Uso needs to be more selfish, and because if he's not, Gunther is gonna take that title on Monday. Period, point blank. He's taking that title on Monday, and it won't even be a competition, because he literally has no chance. He has no chance if he has to. That man, we're gonna talk to the main event, the males Money in the Bank qualifying match. That right there literally explains everything for you. That man is not. Nobody's on your side for real. Nobody's going to really help you out, because that man got tsunami'd multiple times, and he's going to feel that on Saturday. Not only is he going to feel that on Saturday, he's going to feel the effects of Saturday on Monday, because we know there's going to be some bull that pops off. So let's be real. Let's be honest. Jey Uso might lose that title, and it'll only be Jey Uso's fault. Now, Liv Morgan and Raquel, they went out for Raquel's match against Kairi Sane. Now, of course, they're going to have the old Judgment Day schemes, the old Judgment Day bull. And Kairi, she was really holding her own against Raquel. And that's not surprising at all, because Kairi is Kairi. I've been enjoying the fact that she's been getting these dubs. I won't lie. Because her first match back, she lost. So I'm glad that right now she's winning. And that's what happened, because Liv thought she was going to get away with some bull, and no, Io said, nah, we're not having that. We're not going to have that on her television show. And Io Sky being champion, child, she ain't been doing nothing with that title belt. She ain't been doing nothing with that title. Same thing with Dominic. Like, we need to get something done. We need to get something under control. Like, next Monday, I better see an impromptu match between somebody and something, like either Dom or Io. They better have a championship match or something. But instead, they probably gonna pull out a tag match. They probably gonna have a tag match. That's what I can see. Like, but remnants of Damage Control, because I don't even know if they really are going to be called Damage Control, but I'm ready for Asuka to come back, because if we're going at big Damage Control still, Asuka need to come back so we can actually call them Damage Control. But Raquel lost, and I do believe that's because they wasn't really utilizing the fact they have Roxanne. Like, Finn Balor, he may be scheming up something, but hey, you use what you have to your advantage, okay? Karrion Kross is basically seeing what I see. Sami Zayn got some evil in him. Not only does he have some evil in him, Sami Zayn is also an opportunist. So if the opportunity strikes, he's probably going to take it. And Jey Uso needs to open his eyes to that and remember the man that he met before the Bloodline saga started. An opportunist that wanted to only benefit himself. Sure, he might be a good guy, but really, is he really a good guy? Is he really that guy? The main event qualifying match, AJ, before we got into all the Seth Rollins bull, which, unpopular opinion, I'm no longer moved. That ending, I'm no longer moved. Like, where is Roman? Where is Roman, bro? Where is Roman Reigns at? But before we got into all that bull, AJ Styles and CM Punk, now Grande, they met up in a ring. I'll be honest, that match didn't need Karrion Kross. I'm sorry. It would have been better optic-wise if El Grande wasn't in the match, because then he wouldn't have won. But gonna be real, I like seeing AJ and CM Punk, and hopefully that's not the last time we see them soon this year against one another. The way AJ kicked that man, though, yeah, you got it. You got it. AJ and those kicks, phenomenal. But that match was actually pretty good. I will say this. It irked my soul, because I saw where the match was going, especially when CM Punk was pinning that man and his leg got pulled. Then I said, oh, dang, we're not having nothing. Instead, we're going to have some bull. Which, I would like to say this. I don't understand how, like, if El Grande wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, hypothetically, wouldn't he have to relinquish it if his mask got taken off? Because then he'd be Chad Gable, and then Chad Gable would be a cheater because he already had a qualifying match and he lost that qualifying match. Wouldn't he be a cheater? So then wouldn't it go to, what would they do with the briefcase after that happens? Because it really doesn't make any sense logically. Like, really, if somebody really was using their brain, or during that Money in the Bank match, if they was using their brain and they decided to unmask him and it's Chad, could they kick him out that match then? Like, what? I really want to know. What rules is there against that? Or would it be free game because it's a different name under a different gimmick? Would it be free game? I don't think it would, but what then would happen there? And how long are we going to be doing this El Grande Americano thing? Because honestly, Chad Gable was mad over last year. Everybody was ready for him to actually do something different and actually take advantage of everything, be the IC champion, all that. And he didn't get it. But this year, as El Grande, which a lot of people are not feeling, me included, he going to get everything. He going to be undefeated, 7-0. I think he's 7-0 or 8-0 now. Like, what are we doing? Why is it that Chad Gable can't get that, but this bull that nobody likes? And I thought personally, I thought this was just to put over Penta or somebody. I didn't know this was gonna be actually an actual wrestler. It's an actual wrestler, because this man's undefeated. He going to Money in the Bank. He going to Money in the Bank while our man Carmelo Hayes is at home. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, bruh? Like, honestly, I hope at AAA he get unmasked, and then everybody like, oh, now we gotta get somebody else into the Money in the Bank qualifying match. I mean, into the Money in the Bank, and then Carmelo. No, I'm just playing. I don't know who would be able to take his spot, but I want somebody to take his spot. I don't even want to see him in that match. Like, literally, it's that serious to me. It's that serious. It's that. Because what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, I'm not feeling it at all. But Raw, it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. And I'm excited for what SmackDown has to offer, just because night before Money in the Bank, I hope we have the ladder promo. It's, you got to. I don't care if Triple H hates Money in the Bank. I gotta have that ladder promo. And it's looking, I'm understanding why Money in the Bank is later on next year, because that man don't like Money in the Bank. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You tell me guys how you guys felt about Raw. Thank you for watching again. Bye.